southwest of 83. Had a tornado about 5 minutes ago. It's about 5 miles, 4 miles to 5 miles. I did was coming up, and I had the northeast winds. The tornado came down about a quarter mile behind me. I'll have video, and I'll post that in a little bit as soon as I get in a safer area. I'm watching the new wall cloud coming up. Tornado lifted. Tornado was on the ground 3 minutes, about 5 minutes ago for about 3 minutes. Right behind me, I got great video of it back southwest. This is west of 183, south of 62. The tornado's on the ground 5 northeast of Tipton. Large rotating bowl southwest of me now. Don't see the tornado. I've got dust underneath the wall cloud, and I'm on 183. Got deep east northeast winds at about 40 going back southwest into the big rotating bowl. May have the tornado on the ground again. Dust almost it's real close. You can see the dust in the middle of the bowl. Right in the middle. It's watching the middle there. Got a cone in the air. A third of the way to the ground. May have. Looks like we may have the tornado back on the ground again. It's real hard. It's hard to tell. I've got a dust. It looks like tornadoes on the ground. Tornadoes are back on the ground southwest of me now. West of 183, south of 62, about 4 miles. Southwest of that intersection, back southwest. Looks like tornado be back on the ground now in the middle of the bowl. Yeah, rotating violently now. Tornadoes back on the ground. You can see the dust on the ground. Big V. It's a big V. Wow. Look at that on the left-hand side. Shrouded in dust now. A winds on the northeast at about 45 to 50. Flying to the southwest into the circulation. Large rotating bowl now. Tornado's getting rain wrapped. Wow. Looks like circulation is now filled with dust and rain where the tornado was. Looks like there's outer and front leading into the circulation on the northeast side of the wall cloud. You can see a mid-level funnel, but where the tornadoes come down in the middle, it's filled right where the power flashes were, or lightning just then. The extreme dust filled center circulation right in the middle of the bowl now. About 10 minutes ago, had a nice stovepipe tornado right behind me. It was about a quarter mile behind me. Came down really, really quick with these deep northeast winds, and the gas front to my south accelerated northeast, and the couplet rapidly intensified, and a tornado right behind me. I was shooting the camera. I was on a gravel road going north to get out of the path of it, and I held the camera out backwards, and it was behind me about half a mile, and it was accelerating to the northeast, and then it slowed, and it was anchored, and then went to the east, and then occluded, and then lifted. Looks like we got rain in the middle of the circulation now to the southwest. Deep northeast winds here. Very warm, moist air flowing back west into the bowl. Winds are about 070 at 35. Looking southwest. Circulation, this thing is slowing up to the north, and I'm gonna go back south here. Hang on. Look like it's about to tornado again. This thing is like a merry-go-round. It's extremely hard to explain if you're not a meteorologist. What it does is it's having circulations develop on the northeast side of the bowl, circulation inflow notch on the inflow notch, and then it sheds them back to the northwest, and then a new circulation will form back on the southeast flank of the bowl, and then they come north and then northwestward, and that's when the tornadoes, when they come back on the north side of the circulation. So it slung this one up north, that one's weakened, and now the new bowls, the new developing tornadoes immediately back southwest of me. Get a text telling me an intense stovepipe tornado is immediately southwest of me. Getting that from multiple people. About 3 miles southwest. I'm gonna try to get it down here in the inflow notch to see if I can see it. I'm just to the east-northeast of the notch. Using the Frederick Next Red. Frederick Next Red. Tornado's about 4 miles, 3 miles, 2 miles southwest here. About 3 miles southwest. Feel it? Extreme crazy stuff going on. Rain continues. It's just back down the rain, back to my west here. Numerous people here. See if I can see it back in here. Should be just back to my west here. It's back southwest. It's wrapped in rain again. Got pulled back to the southwest, southeast, and southwest.
Hot alert.
It's completely wrapped in rain. You have to be almost due north of the circulation like it was a few minutes ago to see the tornado. And I cannot see the tornado right now. I'm on the southeastern side and it's wrapped in rain. Cannot see the tornado right now. The only way I saw it on the go, I was immediately due north of it as it was tornado, and then it was the RFD was surging northward. And as it surged north and the deep northeast winds hit it, it started tornadoing. And right now it's tucked back in the rain. I cannot see the tornado, but it looks like it's tornadoing just per Doppler from Frederick. Very close, kind of fairly tight couplet now, northwest of Manitou. Getting that heavy, misty rain. The misty rain on the outer circulation now is covering me, and the actual tornado is anchored right now. It's anchored back to my west about 3 miles roughly. So you got this heavy, misty, rotating rain curtain, and the tornado is anchored back west. And all there is dark gravel roads, and I'm not going to do that. It's extremely high risk. It was really high risk while I went from pavement to gravel as it was tornadoing, and I had about winds probably close to 100 out of the northeast going back southwest into the tornado, but it's about a quarter mile behind me, and just absolutely going crazy with the it's just stovepipe behind me. I could see it out my side, and I just took the camera and pointed it backwards toward the tornado. As I was driving away from the tornado circulation, it was accelerating behind me, and I drove away from the tornado. But I do have video of the tornado for sure. This intense RFD rotating curtains now coming over 183. Tornadoes anchored now. Wow, getting hit with extreme RFD on the southwest side now. Winds are now southwest around the southeast flank of the circulation. It's southwest to west RFD. RFD now. The circulation is now pulling off to the northwest again. It's anchored and pulling off to the northwest. No tornado, but it's now, I can't see it, but it's actually pulled off back to the northwest, which is exactly what it did earlier. So the tornado, just looking at wall rain, you can't see the tornado. So the circulation is about 4 miles west-northwest. It was southeast of me here, back on the southeast side of the circulation. The tornado anchored, it got pulled back to the north, and now it's moving back northwest. Exactly what it did a while ago. If you look at Frederick radar and loop it, you'll see the circulation couplet stop, and then it swings to the northeast, north, and now it's going back northwest. But the broader circulation is coming out to the east of it about 3 miles, while the tornado's anchored back to my northwest in the rain. Can't see it. but it looks like it's tornadoing. Just on the Doppler, because the front radar is so close. Again, I can't see anything. Just blinding rain out west of me here. Sometimes you get lucky and the rain will stop, and then it'll expose the tornado again. Sometimes, not always. Okay, it's doing some crazy things here. I'm going to try to go back north because the circulation is lifted back north, and I'm going to see if the circulation is basically lifted back to my northwest, and I'm in kind of west. Yeah, west. I'm in west winds, RFD, around the circulation. Okay, now my winds have swung to west at about 75. I've got west winds now at about 75. Look at this. Wow, I'm coming the hard RFD now. I'm going to go back north. The tornado is now to my northwest. The tornado is back 2 miles north of me. I'm going to go back up to, I'm on 183. I'm going back to 62. The tornado is going to be to my northwest. I'm in hard RFD west winds now. The tornado anchored, and it's now gone back to, it's pulled northwestward. It's not crossed 183 yet. Okay, I'm almost out of the southeastern flank of the RFD. So we got west winds, hard west. I'm going back north. Like this rotating current. The inflow areas up to my north here, and we should see it back to my southwest when I get northeast of the circulation. I'm in still intense RFD out of the west, coming across 183, heading back north to 62. Okay, it's kind of a broad circulation now. It's a real broad circulation, not super tight. It's got a couple areas tight just immediately. Okay, my wind has switched. Yeah, I went from west winds, now I got east-northeast winds about 30. Yeah, I got east-northeast winds at 30 miles an hour. It's immediately to my west-southwest now. I can point that way, but you're not going to see anything. Just a wall of white and dark skies. Okay, so the RFD is now south of me, punching across 183, and now I've come north, back on the northeast side of the bowl of the circulation. Deep east-northeast winds, northeast winds here into the circulation. Roll my window down, you can barely see it. Just to my northwest here, 1 mile, a big rotating blow, kind of halfway to the ground. You can barely make it out now. Okay, I'm on the northeast side of the bowl now. Winds are real strong now out of the northeast. Northeast, real strong, going back into the bowl, back to the southwest. Kind of looks like a horizontal, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, like, I would say, kind of gust front, horizontal, that's just or the northeast, or the circulation, kind of a gust front bowl. Shrouded in rain. You cannot see the tornado at all, or where it was the tornado earlier. Circulation, you see that? Yeah, it's just shrouded in rain. It's like a big occluded collapsing supercell. Now it's spreading out. The circulation is spreading out over about a 4 or 5 mile diameter. It's not tight. It's like a big inner tube, and it's a big rotating bowl, and it's kind of. It's starting to get that more of a little bit more of a blowout look. It's still tight. I'll try to get this video up here shortly. Let me get back out front. There's the bowl. You got here from 62. Wow, very impressive. Just fun. But I'm light, light timing. Whoa, my goodness. It's wicked. Look at the boat, look at the striations now. Look at the striations on this thing. It looks like a merry-go-round. It's got about 1, 2, it's got about 5 rotating plates on it now. Looks like a big merry-go-round. They have a new circulation, do have a new circulation forming on the north side. Northern the weather, the circulation, new wall cloud rapidly forming now. Northeast side of the circulation. It's coming rapidly up toward Highway 62, immediately west of 183. New circulation, new wall cloud, intense rotating wall cloud now, coming north. It's going to cross very close to 62, 183. Wow, beautiful, beautiful wall cloud coming up. Nuts. Hang on, I'm flipping around here. Perhaps you see it. Over the side of the road. Yeah, oh yeah, looks pretty, really pretty. Here we go. Here we go, it's right here. You gotta see the bowls, watch the bowls. Watch these big, crazy bowls. I'm really, really close. Let me see if I can get out, it's pouring rain. There's it. There's the bowl right there. Big, huge rotating bowl. Big collars on it. It's got about eight rotating. Looks like a flying saucer. Big wall cloud right here on the northeast side, northeast side. It's got deep northeast winds going back into the bowl. It's similar to what it did earlier. I had a surge coming up from the south of. Yeah, I know there's a new hook south as well. Wow, look there. Yeah, this is the old occlusions up here on the northeast side, just south of southwest of 62 and 183. And I have a new hook southwest of Frederick, north of Davidson. No tornado warning on that, just severe, but it is a new intensifying circulation. I'm on the far, wow, look at that, guys. That is crazy. I'm just about 1 mile to 2 miles north of the inflow jet. There's an inflow slot coming in from my east. I'm just barely north of that inflow. I'm gonna turn the car another way. Let's do this. I hate looking through the windshield. Doesn't give you a very pretty image under the windshield wipers. I'm gonna try to roll the window down here to see what this thing does. Here comes the wall cloud. It's now about 1 mile. Look at the big Arcus cloud, and the big bowl here is on the northeast side. Right now it's occluded, but it's still organized and it's still there. So I've got a big Arcus gust front. The supercells, more or less. Wow, that's unbelievable. Let me do something here. I'm gonna point this camera. Make sure I got. Yeah. Just give me a second here. Okay. Watch this thing. Sometimes it just takes it just the right time and it decides it's going to do it. Hang on a second. a second here. Let me see. This looks like it's included. I don't think right now, I do not think we're gonna have any more tornado genesis. Just based on what it looks like on radar and what it looks like visually. It's a collapsed, the old circulation has collapsed and it's swung up here. It's occluded on this north side that backs south about 10 miles. The southern flank has got a new hook developing and a new circulation developing about 15 miles south of me. But the north side is still here. You can still see the old bowl and the old circulation. It's barely moving. It's kind of more gusting out on the southeast of the circulation, but it's not moving much on the north side here. Second. Rain's interesting. That circulation looks like it's technically going back south. It's right now it has stopped approaching me, and the circulation is blown out to my south and east, and the circulation on the north side of the bowl is now getting pulled back southward as the RFD has come across 183 now, and so as the apex of the gust front has punched east, the northwest wall is now like getting pulled back to the southwest. The circulation has stopped. It's not approaching me no more. It's stopped. It's anchored, and it's trying to go back southwest, just anchoring while the bottom part of the storm is punching out, is punching east across 183. The north wall has stopped its northeast advance. It's still about 2 miles southwest of 183 and 62. It's anchored on the north wall. So got little, almost funnels, back southwest on the bowl. Nothing on the ground right now. Kind of a loose circulation, not tight at all. All right. I'm going to, let's see what we got on radar. I think I'm going to shut it down here. Let me just look at radar real quick. Wow. Oh my gosh. Did you guys see that? There's about a quarter mile in front of the car here. Listen. The lightning is extremely wicked. Yeah, the lightning's like insanity, guys. It's heavy cloud of ground lightning. And boys, and these bolts, when they come down, they like shake the car. You can feel it. I can feel it in my seat when it thunders. I mean, it's about a mile away. The thunder's very intense. Here's the radar. Here's what's happened. I'll try to zoom in. Here's the original tornado was right here is where I filmed the original tornado. About 5 miles northeast of Tipton. Now my wind's changing direction and I'm getting rain inside the car. Watch the loop and you watch 5 miles north. There's tornado originally. And then it tornado anchored there just east of Tipton. I filmed that one. And then it kind of did this big occlusion right there. Boom, right there was a tornado. It's back right here, and then it occluded and went south down like this. And now the big, I got this old circulation here on this north wall here. That's what I'm watching out my window here. And then the other thing that's going on is you've got the big surging. The storm has now sent out a big, when I told you about 4 minutes ago, the storm was, wow, it was right out my window. We've got, I'm gonna quit looping here. What we have now is the storm as it's collapsing has sent out this huge RFD, well, yeah, it's huge RFD gust front came across Highway 183. This is 183, this is 62. And as it collapsed, it sends out this huge Arcus gust front like this with like 60, 70 mile an hour winds, and the winds are like this with the RFD, and the winds are wrapping back on this north side, and that's what's happened earlier this afternoon back northwest and southwest Oklahoma. And then you also have, since this has got contaminated, it's got undercut and it's killing the updraft, your new circulation, if there's one, it's gonna be back southwest. But I think we're about to wind down for the evening. You got a circulation just almost on top of the RDA site. Look at this big Arcus blowout here now. Still have a little bit of an inflow notch up where I'm at on the old circulation, old tornado, and the other circulation is back to my southwest here. It's basically over the RDA side. It looks like it went right over. Well, I'm gonna hold the camera up, but the lightning is just very close to the updraft region on this north wall. Very intense. Okay. Let's look back outside here, south. There's the big Arcus gust front. It's well to my southeast. It's now blown out probably 4 to 5 miles back southeast, and I still have this old occluded circulation. It's very weak. It's anchored like south of me here about, I don't know, 2 miles. It's not moving. You can see it. You can see it when it lightens right there. You see that it's almost got a bowl again, right? And the winds are still out of the northeast. I never went to a west wind here. I've got these deep northeast winds. Matter of fact, it's got a real nice bowl again. Approaching 183 now. Look at the circulation. Look at that. Okay, I'm gonna go south. I think we're about to tornado. Maybe. We're about to tornado again. Okay, look at the bowl. It's tightening up. It's immediately tight. Look at the bowl. It's coming across the road. I'm going south. Watch the road. 162, 183, circulation's rapidly coming across 183, about 2 miles south of me. I'm gonna go south, see what we got. Here we go, here comes the bowl. It's rapidly moving across coming across. My wind's coming out of the north now. Circulation, look at this, look at the bowl. It's coming across 183. No tornado, but look at the circulation. It's pulling back southeast hard and fast. Wow, look at that. Wind's out of the northeast here. The circulation just went across 183. Like a big rotating bowl, probably about 500 feet, maybe 1,000 feet off the ground. It's now just east of 183. My wind now went from northeast to southwest, northwest. Northwest winds at about 35 to 40. Circulation now is occluded and just went across 183. The bowl just went across 183. No tornado. Look at the circulation going southeast now. Circulation is east of 183 now. Very impressive bowl, very impressive circulation. Just went over 183. Pulling back. So look up in the sky. I see a big cylinder. No tornado. This is going to be the north side of the circulation. Wow, fingers, all kinds of work system fingers coming across 183 now. I'm in an intense shear zone. Wow. Look at this to my east. It's like half, 3/4 way to the ground. No tornado yet. It's close, very close. Wow. Okay, I had a punch just came in. You saw the bowl went across 183 now. Extremely impressive. My wind just died. Wow, extremely impressive. Northeast winds, then northwest winds, and now the winds went calm. The bowl's just east of 183 now. Very impressive. The old circulation bowl wall cloud is now east of 183, about a mile. And it's even though I've got rain, I'm very warm and humid around the circulation. It's not cold outflow at all. It's just really warm. I'm guessing it's about 70 over 70 like that. You know, it's like at night, low 90s down here today, but it might be a little bit warmer than that. But I'm gonna be really close. Now my winds are picking up out of the west. I went from calm. Circulation is now east of me now. Very, very impressive bowl now. South of 62, east of 183. Huge bowl. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go down here and make another Huey. I'm gonna go back up to 62. I'm gonna go east and see if we can get another tornado on this north side again. It's done that a couple of times today. Okay, got a west wind. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna go back east here. Gosh. There's like a circulation down by the Frederick site too. Okay, but winds have picked up out of the northwest. It's surging down to that bowl. When the circulation passes you, that's what happens. The wind switches directions and it accelerates to the backside of the bowl. And that's exactly what's happening. They got northwest winds at about 55 now, surging southeast toward that circulation. Back out, maybe 70 mile an hour winds now at 183, just south of 62. Whoa, really high winds. Oh, it's high. Whoa. Okay, what it's done is it's, look at Doppler, what it's done is wow. Okay, what's going on now? It's extremely complicated. So the RFD that came out that's surging off from a southeast, I've got QCL tornadoes developing on the surging gust front. The QCL tornadoes are developing on the surging gust front. So my east southeast, I got two intense couplets. South of 62. South of 62, I've got QCL tornadoes on Doppler that have developed rapidly on the surging gust front, east of 183 and south of 62. Tornado warning now. Tornado warning. Tornado warning coming out for me. Tornado warning just issued. It's the surging tornado couplets. They're about 2 miles southeast. That's that bowl that just went by. New tornadoes. I've got two QCL tornadoes developing now. About 2 miles southeast. That's the circulation that just passed me. I'm gonna tell you, I'm about to turn east on 62 here. I'm telling you, it's on the ground. New tornado warning. Okay, QCL tornadoes now. Two of them are, I can't see them visually. You saw the one. I'm at exit 62 now. I'm gonna go east. Eastbound. Eastbound a lot now. Yep. You gotta go this way. Okay, the tornadoes are southeast to me, about 3 miles. I got two. The gust front surge to the east, the northeast side. You saw the bowl, and you saw the developing tornadoes as it passed right over 183. The jet came in on the backside of the circulation, and QCL tornadoes rapidly forming out in my southeast. New tornado warning from National Service Norman. Haven't been able to read it yet. I'm heading eastbound on 62 from 183, heading in the general direction of Lawton. Tornadoes are going to be immediately south of 62. They may rotate up to Highway 62 east of 183, now about 4 miles. Step by, I'm going east. Wow. Got north winds at about 70, 75 out of the north, surging into the back of the circulations back to the southeast. Large bowl southeast. I don't see the tornadoes, but I see big rotating bowls southeast of 62, south of 62, surging to the northeast. The tornadoes may come across 62 up here to my east. There's the bowl. I've got it in sight. No power flashes yet. I got two QCL tornadoes on Doppler. Yeah, I got two. I got one. Okay, I got a confirmed tornado visually on Doppler. I got a confirmed tornado now. It's going to be south of 62, confirmed damaging tornado. I've got a tornado in progress now. I can't see it visually, but I can tell you on Doppler, confirmed tornado now. 7 miles southeast of my location, south of 62. This is going to be tornado is going to be immediately southwest of Indiana. Indiana, you're in the path of a damaging tornado in progress, southwest of Indiana, about 5 miles southwest of Indiana. Looks like tornadoes on the ground now. Southwest of Indiana, tornadoes in progress. 5 southwest of Indiana, coming northeast quickly. Indiana, you're in the path of a tornado. QCL tornado, southwest. Couplet, very intense couplet now. Looks like it's going to probably be doing damage. Just immediately to my southeast here. I'm almost out of the rain. I'll be able to see it in just a second. Stand by. Shows I've got a circulation. Stand by. I've got two Okay, I'm gonna stop. It looks like I've got 2 tornadoes on the ground. One just south of me. 1 mile. I'm stopping right now. Tornado immediately south of me. In the air. Tornado cone in the air. I'm stopping right now. Tornado immediately south of me. South of 62. Tornadoes in. I can see the cone. I'm gonna get out of the car. Tornadoes immediately south of me. 1 mile. Got a tornado in progress. Right there. Tornadoes in the air. Final cones in the air right now. There it is. There's a tornado right now. Tornado in progress. South of 62. I'm on the northwest tornado couplet. You can see the cones 3/4 way to the ground. It's immediately south of me. My winds are northeast. Tornado in progress. Immediately south of 62. Waiting for power flashes. Looks like there's 2 of them now. 2 cones, 1 southeast of me and 1 immediately south of me. South of 62, twin tornadoes, 1 southeast and 1 immediately south of me. Okay guys, I'm trying to get east here. So on 62, 1 tornado south of 62, both tornadoes are south of 62. One's immediately back to my southwest. The other one's immediately to my southeast, about 3 to 4 miles. Coming up toward Indiana. These are QCO type tornadoes. Circulation now is coming up over me. The initial 2 tornado circulations have weakened on the north wall. They've weakened slightly. You watch the circulation, what happened? Boom, we got slingshotted to the east. Look at the one back southwest in Indiana. Look at that circulation, boom. They both have weakened in the last 2 minutes, 1 minute. The both circulations have went from tornado producing southwest of Indiana to weakening now. They developed rapidly. Those were developed on the surging RFD northeast side. It's coming up to the road. Let me do something here. Let me get out and show you something because it's coming up on the highway. I should be able to see it now. The bowl is crossing the highway. That was the developing tornado. We saw that big bowl. I saw it come down, 3/4 way of the ground. Then it went across the highway, went anything, and started surging east, and the winds changed direction. And I knew it was getting tornado. Okay, there's the one that was south of me a while ago. This weekend here. It's right here. There's the funnel in the air. Got a funnel in the air right now, coming up at me right here. There's the funnel. It's about 1/3 of the way to the ground. Coming up on 62. Funnel in the air. Tornado warning. This is a couplet on the northwest side. You can see the funnel halfway down. It's on my live stream. Here comes the funnel. That's the couplet right here on the radar. It's coming up toward me. I've got deep northeast winds. I can see a mini circulation right here where I'm at. Mini circulation right here. It's coming in. There's a mini bowl right here with a tornado in it. A mini circulation right here. The winds are up and out of the northeast, and then come out east, southeast, southeast. Got a cone back here. It's an anchor. Here it comes. The winds are really high now. There it is. Look at it. Back to my north. Racing back into it. It's including circulation now. Coming across 62. Very incredible funnel. Okay, I'm gonna go back east now. Oh, everybody's stopping, everybody sees it. Circulation is coming over the RFD, and the circulation is now crossing 62. The one falls wind northwest. The other one is about 2 miles southwest of Indiana. The circulation 9-1 is very intense with funnels. 62 west of Indiana, about 5 miles northwest of Indiana. Funnel coming across Highway 62 with an intense rotating bowl. Okay, I went for northeast winds, now I've got raging east-southeast winds at about 65. Very hard out of southeast from the circulation that is crossing 62 now. On this gust front, it's a surging QCO tornado. It's producing tornadoes both east of 183 and coming up over 62. The other one is just southwest of Indiana, but they're not quite as intense as they were about 3 to 4 minutes ago. Winds keep changing. Winds keep accelerating. The couplet that went over me now is very strong behind me now. Yeah, almost. I can see it. The bull's coming across the highway right in my rearview mirror. Stand by. Let me see if I can whip around here. I'm gonna get in the center median and point back to the west. You can see the bowls coming across 62 immediately west. Got blowing tumbleweeds. Winds out the northeast and east. Here we go. There's the bowl. There's old circulation. Probably it's right. It's coming across 62 right west of me here, about 2 miles, mile and a half. It's now the circulation's no power flashes yet. The one west is occluded really fast, but you saw it live here. You gotta watch these circulations really quick, because things happen rapidly with these big, large supercells, especially at night time with the low level jet ramping up. They can spin up, spin off vortexes like sling them. You think about a merry-go-round and it's rotating, and you put like a ball and something loose on the merry-go-round. As it's rotating, it slingshots those vortexes and those circulations. It just slings it off the merry-go-round. You know, so as the storm rotates, it's slinging these vortexes and these tornado couplets off to the northeast and then north, and then they wrap hard back northwest. It's literally like a slingshot, almost like a boomerang, right? That's exactly what's happening. I've done that about 6 or 7 times since about 6 o'clock on these large supercells. They're shedding vortexes. We call it shedding vortexes, tornado vortexes. A lot of times off the northwest flank, and you'll see them peel off, and they'll take off to the north or northwest. That's exactly what's happening. And then this the gust front surged to my south of 62 and east of 183. And when the gust front surged east, it backs the winds on the north side of that surge, which happened immediately on 62, south of 62, and then we immediately got QCL tornadoes rapidly intensified. And I'm quite sure we had 2 storms, and the one back southwest of Indiana, probably about 4 miles. I'm positive it produced damage based on the Doppler from Frederick radar. There's no doubt in my mind it was a damaging tornado back southwest. These are going to be small tornadoes, you know, like the EF1 type situations. Okay, I've got something really crazy. Got something bad happening now. I've got a new circulation that's passing me, coming in on the. Okay, I'll see what's going on. I've got the RFD now is surging to my. It's coming. It's passing me. It's right behind me. The new RFD surge. Let me see what the winds are. They're very high. Right behind me. Let's see here. I got 70. I got 75 mile-an-hour winds right behind me. On the RFD surge. It's developing a new tornado. New circulation is now surging north of 62 with a new developing tornado. Sirens are blowing. Tornado sirens are going off here. It sounds like Indiana. Tornado sirens are going off. The circulation is now, the outer northeast wall bowl is coming over Indiana. The new tornado developing is to my northwest, 4 miles from Indiana. There's a big bowl in the air. That's the new surging QCL developing tornado. It's going to be about 4 miles northwest of Indiana. A brand new rapidly developing QCL tornado with intense RFD. Back southwest RFD surging northwestward with a new tornado developing north of 62. Got a funnel in the air, big diameter, horizontal vortex funnel. Wow, look at it. You see the funnel in the air, it's horizontal. Big fat horizontal vortex. Wow. North of 62, northwest of Indiana, the sirens blowing. A big fat cone in the air. It's not on the ground, it's horizontal in the air. It's north side of 62, surging north. South of here. This one to the southwest. It's now the rain. Getting new data here. Wow. Okay. The RFD continues to surge to the northeast. The damage and winds may actually be intensifying. They are intensifying on the south side of Indiana. They're 75 mile-an-hour winds, damaging straight line, southwest winds, damaging winds on the gust, on the circulation. The wall cloud and stuff is now north of 62 primarily. And the nose of the surge is now surging northeast up toward Cache. Cache, you're in the tornado warning. It's probably going to go, technically it's going to go probably just immediately to your northwest. The most damaging winds are going to be just to the northwest of Cache. You get damaging straight line winds and possible tornado on the head of the bowl. Got it. Looks like it. Let me look here. Turn back. Got my wind just swung around to east northeast. Got a new circulation, new bowl. Oh, I'm kind of fun. You can see behind me here. That's the northeast edge of the surge. Of the surge at the Cache front of the so got a nice lowering down again on the northeast side of the surge. I know it's impossible to see, but above my head, I've got big inflow collar bands coming in from the east southeast, but into the bowl at new levels at about 8,000, 7,000 feet. There's big long cigar inflow jet bands above 62 coming in from Lawton, going back to the west-northwest, lower Cache, almost funnel in the air now, northwest of Cache, halfway down, not on the ground, funnel in the air, continues now, north of 62, northwest of Cache. The winds are now swung around the heart, southeast now, southwest to southeast. Gust front is continuing to surge to the northeast. Just look at that over there. And they're getting a lot of damaging winds behind me coming into Cache. I'm not going to take that road north of Cache. It's too windy and too dangerous. Coming into Cache, I don't want to go up to the wild refuge up there. It's too dangerous animals and very windy, hilly, and very dangerous. I'm gonna continue. Okay. Looks like that coming in just west of Lawton here, or will be. But Cache now, the worst of the worst is going immediately northwest of Cache. Okay, I'm out of the rain. I'm gonna see if I can look. Yeah, big freaking bowl. My goodness, this beautiful storm. Just hope it doesn't do anything really bad. It's getting crazy, actually. The jet obviously is ramped up big time. I haven't had a chance to look at the meso-analysis page, but I'm assuming the jet's 40, 50 knots now, because this storm has went into berserk mode, like crazy, hard. Okay, I've got southeast winds, southeast winds at 40 now, 35 to 40. Okay, screaming southeast winds. Temperature shot back up too. Wow. Yeah, back to 75, looks like 74, 75. And this storm is like wicked down here. I mean, it means business. I'm trying to look for a turnaround so I can cross over safely. So heading to Lawton, the big supercell's behind me, about 5 miles. It's over Cache now, passing Cache, northwest of Cache, the actual most dangerous part. And over Indianola, there's damaging winds for sure. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Bridge, I think it's a crossover. No, it's just a bridge. Big huge collar bands. I'm getting close enough to Lawton. You might be able to see the bands. I got inflow bands coming into the surface at about 3,000 feet, and at about 7,000 feet, they look like I call them like a cigar-looking cloud. They're it's kind of like a big long cord in the air. At about 5,000 to 8,000, it tells you the storm is sucking. It's the inflow into the storm from the east, southeast, and east, northeast is very, very strong. And at those levels, they could be, upwards of 80, 90 miles an hour inflow. Above the surface, got big, huge, long inflow collar bands coming in, tail clouds coming in from the east, northeast at mid levels and also low levels at about 5,000 feet. Very impressive, very impressive. I'm just west of Lawton now. I'm gonna find a crossover here where I can stop on a median. Stop here, see if I can see back over my shoulder here. Oh yeah, beautiful, incredible storm. Very, very severe storm now. Very, very severe storm. Big, huge Arcus gust front with bowl continues to track You see it coming in to my north. Point the camera off the back. You see, just watch the lightning and watch the clouds at mid levels and low levels. The clouds about 500 feet off the ground. The rotating gust free pole is about 500 feet off the ground. It's passing Cache now. It's going to be passing to northwest Lawton shortly. Extremely impressive supercell. Look right over here, just west of Lawton. There's not a place to pull over here right now. Okay, well, okay, that gust from, okay, that damage and wind is coming into Cache. It's already in Cache, and the damage and winds are going to intensify. 65 to 75 mile an hour winds are on the southwest side of the city limits of Cache, crossing 62. Very damaging winds, 65 to 75. Might even have gusts to 80. Yeah, near 80 now. About 2 miles southwest of Cache, surging into Cache. You're going to have damaging winds coming into Cache on the next 2 to 3 minutes. They're going to surge northeast. Looks like the Weather Service issued another severe in place of the tornado. Looks like tornado warning is still in effect. That's what they say here. Severe thunderstorm warning. Western Comanche County, northwestern Cotton County, south central Kiowa County, and northeast Tillman County. 70 mile an hour winds, core size hail, radar indicated. All right, we're gonna exit here. So what the radar's showing right now, what the warning just said. So they had an active tornado warning. It looks like they're probably gonna let it expire just in case the QCL tornado spins up again. Well, it was pretty intense when you guys saw that cone coming about half 3/4 way to the ground when it was south of 62 and immediately west of 183, and then surged rapidly to the east southeast, and it started producing a QCL tornado. Two of them about 4 miles apart. And I'm sure tomorrow they'll find some damage back southwest of Indiana for sure, based on the Doppler. But look, here comes the Armada people. Yep, get off the road here. There's a gigantic Arcus supercell. The only way to describe it, it's about 20 mile, big Arcus 1, 2, 3, about 7-layer Arcus gust front supercell. Incredible supercell now. West of Lawton, coming down Highway 62. Most damaging winds immediately over Cache, coming into Cache. It's the middle of the supercell. I'm looking back to the west-northwest now. Long 62. Incredible low-hanging, incredible, beautiful, but very destructive gust front. If this was the day, this would be nothing less than spectacular, would be an understatement. Extremely unbelievable. I gotta get my big camera. Hang on a minute. Gotta do this. This is just crazy beautiful. Okay. Yep, hang on. Okay, we're starting. I'm going to show you real quick. We're almost getting into the lights. We're almost getting into the lights of Lawton. And here's the gust front. I'm going to surge east here to get out of the rain, but you can see that the gust front, it's about 1,000 feet off the ground. It's absolutely incredible, about 9 layers. It's a gigantic mothership supercell, rotating bands. Okay, here comes the wind shift. I'm going to go into Lawton. It's going to come right into the west side of Lawton, possibly damaging winds. We'll see how it sets up. The most damaging winds are just north of 62. Stand by, guys. I keep watching radar. And the most damaging winds right now are over Lawton and possibly a small embedded QCL tornado west-northwest of Lawton, very weak. But the apex of the damaging gust front is basically coming down either side of 62, about 4 miles either side of 62. Went through Indianola. It's now coming in past the cache. It's now probably, as crow flies here, from the western sides, a very heavy populated area on the western sides of Lawton. If you're in Lawton, get away from the western windows. The west side of the houses, if you're on the second floor, go to the first floor now. If you're in Lawton, get out of the second floor of your houses, condos, and buildings. Anywhere you're on the second floor, get in the lower level, get under the stairs. Do not go on the west side of the house. Get away from the western sides of the houses in Lawton. This is going to be damaging winds, probably destructive damaging winds. Winds anywhere from 65 to 75. You're going to have flying debris, possibly tree limbs are going to break on the western sides of Lawton and northwestern sides. Again, get to the lowest level of your house, get under the stairs, get in the bathtub, get in the center part of the closet. These are going to be just damaging winds. This gust front and this extremely large damaging winds are coming down 62. So again, if you're on western side of Lawton, treat this as a tornado warning. Not one out officially at Fort Lawton, but you got a severe thunderstorm with winds of 75. Treat this as a tornado. Do not stay on the western sides of your house, western windows, plate glass windows, anything where you're going to have flying debris or tree limbs coming on the west side of the house. I'd highly recommend going to the center part of your house now in Lawton. Go as lowest level. Do not stay on the second floor in case the roof gets ripped off. Go low your house and get away from all western exposures. Inclusive, you got businesses, people in Lawton that run businesses, these convenience stores. Tell them to go to the part of the store, stay away from the western side, because as these damaging winds come in, or if this storm decides to totally collapse, it's going to produce damage. I think the worst of the worst is going to go probably immediately on the western and northwestern sides, but you don't know until it happens, right before it happens. Let me see if I can swing around here. I'm now in the western side of Lawton. Light here. You know what I'm gonna do? Nope, I can't do that either. Let me here. I'm at the light. Okay, the lights change. Here we go. I'm gonna show you what's out. Here we go, guys. Okay, here it comes. Here it comes. It's on me right now. It's already on me. Wow, look at this. Let me go this light. I'm going the dealership here. You can see the gust front coming. Here it comes on the western side of Lawton. It's now in the western suburbs of Lawton. This big Arcus supercell. Damaged winds are back west toward Cache. Let's see what it's doing now. The winds have come down. Thank goodness the winds have come down. The scan on the Doppler from Frederick, the winds have come down now from 70 back down to in the 50 to 55 range, just west of Lawton. So that's much more manageable, right, for damage. Still could produce damage, but it's much it's a lot better than having 75 mile an hour winds. So the winds are dying down a little bit. The storm may be weakening, but they seem to pulse up and down. So it may be weak for about 10 or 15 minutes, and then all of a sudden it gets another surge, and it re-intensifies quickly. So the gust front and the big Arcus gust front shelf cloud is now coming in on the western sides of Lawton city limits. I have not seen any power flashes along 62 from damaging winds or the QCL tornadoes we had about 15 minutes ago. Okay, my winds are now switching from east-southeast, coming around to the west-southwest now. Not real strong yet, about 20 miles an hour, 15 to 20, not very strong. But the biggest winds are back to my west, about 4 miles. You can hear the flagpole starting to shake. Huge Arcus gust front. You got the front leading edge gust front, which is already here. The lower level stratiform rain and the real damaging winds still west, probably about 3 miles. My winds are now accelerating out the west. Due west winds now about 35 to 40. Wow. I'm gonna go on the east side of the city. Power flashes are extreme winds. If we get any power lines coming down, damage to winds in Mississippi. Wow. Uh-oh. Can't see here. This way a minute. Let's go on the other side. This. They can get on the other side of this door. I think there might be an exit on this east side here. May just be one way in and one way out. And the dealership or the west, going through this parking lot. I think there's a east exit gate. Driveway, there is. Here we go. Still in effect as it's surging northeast, but the extreme damage and winds of 75 looks like we're back down to, you know, still have some 60 just northeast of Cache, but what's coming in a lot is more about 35 to 40. Okay, so not nearly as bad as it was about 5 minutes ago. The damage and winds have decreased rapidly west of Lawton and Cache. They came over Indianoma and then Cache where the damage and winds were. And it looks like the winds have down to maybe about 60 northeast of Cache, northeast of 62, and it's going to head up toward Medicine Park. They might have winds up to 60 there. You're in the severe thunderstorm warning as well. Winds to 70 on the warning. And the gust front is the storm overall looks like it's coming down in intensity, both in damage winds and tornadoes. Right now it's weakening. We're at almost 11 p.m. and it should start weakening, right? But the low jet was going to ramp up this evening, and it did. As the surface low formed back in the Texas Panhandle, or probably back toward Lubbock area, and the model said that once the jet gets up to around 50 knots, you know, around the 8-9 o'clock time frame, these storms may start producing tornadoes, and that's exactly what happened. So I'm gonna let's see. Do you guys want me to continue the stream here? Looks like the you want me to continue the stream? Just tell me yay or nay. But it looks like it's lost its intensity dramatically in the last 2 scans. The last 5 minutes, the winds have decreased by about 25 to 30. It went from 75, 80 down to like 40, 50. A big area, 65, is now a very tiny area, 55. And the bulk of that's going to go up toward Medicine Park. Lawton may only have winds of 30 to 35 currently. I think the worst is over. Yeah, the circulation couplet. Yeah, the worst of it is going to go northwest of Lawton. Over here, and I'm going to go right. We go up the interstate. I got to go to Tulsa anyway, and I'm going to head home, and I'm going to watch the circulation as it goes up the interstate. Keep it on, see if it starts producing any more damage. That's exactly what I'm going to do. So let me see what we're doing here on this power feed. So what I'm going to do is so I'll let you guys vote. Continue the stream or kill the stream, because it is winding down pretty quick. No tornado warning. My app still shows I've got an active severe thunderstorm warning for Lawton, and it looks like that'll expire shortly. Looks like an active severe tornado warning has been canceled. It's no longer in effect. That part of the tornadic circulation is weakened and moved out of the warned area. Okay. For whatever reason, it won't pull up to Texas. Texas is not available in the warning. So, I see some more severe storms back southwest of Davidson. Got some storms down there. Matter of fact, you got a storm right now at Davidson with a hook. See if we got a tornado down there. Oh boy. Hang on. Well, that's very interesting. I'd say right now, if you're in Davidson, not down there, but got a QCL hook southwest of Frederick, down southwest Oklahoma at Davidson, and coming across the Red River at Davidson, southwest of the Frederick radar site, developing tornado southwest of the Frederick radar site. southwest of the Frederick radar site, developing tornado. No tornado warning yet. It needs one. Kind of a QCL tornado back southwest of Davison. But again, they may be seeing some observations that I'm not seeing as far as like winds and temperatures and some other things that the Weather Service has access to that I can't readily bring it up real quick. But a nice hook echo with just a nice supercell hook echo, tight circulation, southwest of Davison, Oklahoma. Back southwest there, you can see the circulation. That's back in the southwest part of the state, back southwest of Frederick. Here's the velocity data, spectrum width, and let's do standard velocity data. Let's see what we got. There it is, just west of Davison. You can see the circulation there. It's not super tight, but it is wrapped up, and it may produce a tornado as the this little jet is feeding. I'm sure it's about 50 knots, 55 mile an hour, about 5,000 feet into the base of these storms. And that's why they're spinning. A50 is cranking. In southwest, probably got about 45 knots. So you got almost a perfect balance between 850 and 500 millibars, probably about a 40-40, roughly 40-40 crossover. It might be a 50-50 crossover, approximately in that area. That's why these storms are rotating. Everything's in balance. When you're 850 and your 500 millibar winds are closer to 40-40, the mid-levels doesn't tear apart the storm. It doesn't lean, tilt it over too far. And when they're closer in balance, then the storms become more, they're able to stand up versus getting ripped over and pushed over. So you get a better chance for the storms to generate tornadoes and stay in balance. And that's kind of what's happened early this evening. These been a very well-structured supercells this evening. Very well-structured supercells. But overall, it looks like it's weakening dramatically. But still could produce, damaging hail but I think overall the trend is down over the last 10 to 15 minutes. We'll see if they reissue the warning north a lot toward to the northeast here. Going through Lawton in southwest Oklahoma and heading toward Tulsa. We're in a flash flood watch for a big chunk of southwest and central Oklahoma, north central Oklahoma. My current temperature outside is 83 degrees. The current temperature in Lawton, 83 degrees ahead of this supercell. So it's very warm, very humid. It's probably in the low 72 points, I'm assuming, or upper 60s, I would guess. And look at the Mesonet data here. There we go. I think guy wants to race. Look at an app here. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, about 8270 in southwest Oklahoma. I've got outflow. My goodness, there's outflow from the storms back just south of 40. There's outflow from the storms in southwest Oklahoma that sent a outflow boundary north. It winds out of the south. It looks like gusting to 40, 45 from the southeast from the storms in southwest Oklahoma, pushing an outflow boundary northward. They winds gusting to 45 out of the southeast, approaching over I-40 now, surging north. These storms in southwest Oklahoma send an outflow as they've weakened. They're sending an outflow boundary, a big, huge collapsed outflow boundary, surging west, northwest, and northward from the storms in southwest Oklahoma, surging a big outflow, 50 mile an hour outflow, 40 to 50, surging north up to I-40. Probably new storms develop on that. Those two boundaries colliding, the outflow boundary and the cold front to one north, back up on I-40. As that surge goes north, storms in northwest Oklahoma. Yeah, a lot of storms in the Texas Panhandle, all the way back from flow data, Hell Center, north of Lubbock. This last storm goes from Hell Center all the way to Altus, all the way to Lawton. So Lawton to basically the Texas Panhandle, there's probably about, I don't know, maybe almost 200 mile long east-west line of storms, which is pretty extensive. That's a big line, right? It's about 150 miles, maybe a little bit more now, about 170 mile line of storms east-west. You see this line of storms all the way back at Lubbock, north of Lubbock, into Childers, and all the way to Lawton, right? Got multiple flood warnings in southern Kansas, So I guess for thunderstorm watch up there, they had some supercells out there. A lot of tornado warnings up in southern Kansas earlier. They did report tornado earlier today. Again, I haven't seen any pictures or video from out there, but numerous tornado warnings up in the Arkansas City area, Dexter area. A lot of tornado warnings up there this afternoon. They had, I don't know, 8 or 9 tornado warnings. Southern Kansas models did fairly well today. There was 2 or 3 areas of the best chance of tornadoes was south central Kansas, and then extreme southwest Oklahoma and southeast Texas Panhandle. Once the low-level jet ramps up, and it pretty close to verified on what it was supposed to do, and it did a really good job of that. So the models, they give the models a pretty good score today for performing pretty well. And the Norman Weather Service and the Storm Prediction Center did a really excellent job too in their discussions today. The tornado threat was low, but it could ramp up after dark as the low-level jet ramps up, and temperatures cool a little bit. You don't get the 90, 70, you get the temperatures closer, the temperature dew point closer together, so it makes it easier to get the tornado genesis, and the LCLs come down, the low-level jet ramps up, and it keeps the storms from outflowing, because at 3,000 to 5,000 feet, you get that 50-mile-an-hour wind and flow into the storms and keeps the storms from outflowing, so that it's much easier to get the circulations to spin up, right, and start tornadoing. That's basically what happened. The good news is they weren't the big super violent tornadoes. These were more like the F0s, F1 type tornadoes today. Slow moving, not very wide. But these QCL tornadoes back southwest, that was, I did not quite expect that, to be honest with you. I did not quite expect QCL tornadoes this evening. But we definitely had them southwest of Indian Element and south of 62. We saw the one on the western flank right in front. It went right across 63. Saw the bowl right off the ground, and then it quickly accelerated, and then wind swung around to west-northwest and started gusting hard, about 70 to the back of the inflow jet of that circulation, and then it punished. Okay, I'm now northbound on 44, and I'm gonna say I've got tons of lighting, and I got a very extreme lowering to my northwest. I'm not going to call it. It's just part of the bowl, part of the circulation. I'm passing Lawton now. Let's see if I can turn. I'm going to turn my window down so you don't get the reflection of the letters. Very interesting. I'm not going to comment too much. I've got a nice circulation and some nice, or not so nice fingers down. Got some differential motion. Very interesting. Some streamlined differential motion. Little vortex systems. Some very interesting things going on. At night time when you're not sure, I'm not going to call it anything yet, because it's just a lot of differential motion with flows going on. Wow. It's I-44. There must be a issue or something. It's like our call reverse. That was sound connection capture. Okay, basic here. That's what I call it. I'm not sure what's going on back on the southwest flank. It sure looks like it's trying to spin up on the northwest side of Lawton. It's oh boy. Hang on a minute. Okay, just a minute. What appears to be a weak funnel, weak tornado, possibly on the northwest side of Lawton now. I've got a circular tube, what appears to be a weak tornado, a stovepipe. Power flashes, tornado on the ground in Lawton, tornado on the ground in Lawton, tornado on the ground on the northwest side of Lawton, power flashes. They got a tornado cone with power flashes in Lawton. Power flashes in Lawton, now northwest side of the city. Power flashes northwest side of the city of Lawton. I'm stopping at the base here. Just had power flashes underneath this cone looking deal. There's a weak cone in there. You can see a weak tornado looking cone. White, back to my southwest, just had power flashes with it. Wow, look at that. I don't know I'm not sure what's going on with this thing. It looks like a very weak tornado on the north side of Lawton. It's got a cone. It's dissipating. dissipating right here, just had a cone on the ground with a power flash. Looks like we just had a weak tornado, very weak tornado. The cone was like down like 2.5 minutes. It had to have a transformer. The sky went orange underneath the cone. The cone is now dissipated. Did have a bona fide, very small tornado on the north side of Lawton with power flashes. The tornado is now lifted. You can still see the arrow, very narrow, very small tornado. I'm gonna call it a very small tornado. Was just on the ground on the northwest side of Lawton. Just saw it, filmed it, and with power flashes. It's lifted. You can still see the indent. You can still see the lowering. No more power flashes. Circulation has the cone funnel is now gone on the northwest side of Lawton. We'll wait and see if we get any damage reports or any kind of damage. Weather Service, Norman, if you're watching, it looked like to me we had a very small, very weak funnel tornado. It looked like it was, from my viewpoint, it looked like it was about 95% of the ground. And I saw one orange power flash underneath the cone. That was 3 minutes ago. It is now dissipated and gone. It was down for about 2 minutes. And I'm gonna put it on the northwest side. Northwest side is going to be just west of the base here. Western side to the east, west of the base here, about 1.5 miles southwest. It's gonna be, it would probably keep down on the north side of 62. West of 44. Very warm, very strong southeast winds, southeast winds. Have not swung around to a southwest wind or a west wind here at this location. That was quite interesting is the only way I can describe it. Okay. Bear with me here. I'm going to do another radar check. Oh, so just give me just a second, folks. I'm re-watching the radar here from Fred real quick and see and just trying to confirm what I just witnessed. I think looks like to me we wait for the radar. Here we go. Okay. Doesn't show a real tight gate to gate I want to witness, but something very, it looked like to me we had a very weak, small tornado on the northwest side of this. We'll wait and see if we get some damage reports. Again, it lasted about, it was on the cone was down for about 2 minutes. If you're watching my stream, you saw it happen and had one power flash underneath the cone right to the ground. It would have been just north of 62, west of 44. probably the north side and northwest sides of Lawton should have make it a damage report. I don't know what it is. We'll find out if we have any reports coming in. I can get something texted to me. Gonna go north. It's like this storm sometimes just doesn't want to shut down. Sometimes they just keep going, right? They're like big, if you think of like a big wheel or a big merry-go-round, they spin. It just takes time for them to spin down because they've got so much rotational velocity. They just, like this storm here is very interesting in the sense that it keeps shedding these vortex, small tornado and QCL tornadoes off the main circulation. The main supercell's rotating like in about let's call it a 10-mile radius roughly, almost outer rotating like a tire tube. It's slinging these vortexes up to the northwest and northeast, and then you'll get this RFD surge to the northeast, and then new tornadoes develop on the QCL type gust front, which we just saw southwest of Indianola and south of 62. And actually we filmed the one coming down in front of us on 183 and 62 back southwest of Cache. We watched it form and go right across the road in front of me, and then punch to the east southeast and got extremely low, and then it looked like it. Then we had an RFD northwest surge, 70 mile an hour going into the back of the bowl, and it looked like it started tornado immediately east at 183 and 62 about 40 minutes ago. Circulation is continuing to track up 44 here, just west of 44. Okay, I'm gonna I think wrap the stream up, right? Yeah, it looked like to me that we had a very weak, you know, very small, very weak tornado, or or a funnel that was 99% of the ground with one power flash at the very base of the funnel, and it was like, from my viewpoint from the bridge, is about 98% down. I mean, I was like, even with the tree line, and the condensate was all the way down to the ground, and it probably went wider than, I don't know, 30, 50 yards wide cone. It looked like the cone was about 2,000 to 3,000 foot long, and you could, if you back up this stream, you'll clearly see the what I just witnessed as I was on the ramp looking back over Lawton. Like I said, a lot of times you get differential motion, you get these vortexes, they're kind of a hybrid between a full-blown tornado, strong, mesocyclone, mid-levels, coming down, versus to kind of these wind shear things, and just weird things happen sometimes with these supercells, and especially at night. It's hard to say yes it is or no it's not, but all I can tell you is this: you saw the same thing I did, right? It was white cone, and it wasn't real big. It was 30 yards, 50 yards wide, and the cone was like literally like 2,000 or 3,000 feet long, and it came down slowly on the northwest side of Lawton, and lifting north very slowly with one power flash underneath the cone. So we'll see what that turns out to be. I'm heading northbound, folks, and I'm gonna head back to Tulsa, heading home. It's been a long day, and got an extremely busy week, not so much with weather, but with work, and that's gonna be a wrap for today. I see something else as I'm heading back up the interstate here to Oklahoma City and Tulsa. I'll bring the stream back up. Thanks for everybody tuning in tonight, and it was a crazy evening and afternoon, but thanks for tuning in, and we appreciate it, all of you. Thank you so much. Okay, Chris is telling me it's rampant again. That's not what you're supposed to tell me, Chris. You're supposed to say it's weakening. It's not that it's ramping up again. Don't tell me it's ramping up again. I don't need no more ramp ups. I need it to be kind of on the there's Val and Amy. There's Val and Amy Castor. Don't buy me. We're heading back and stay ahead of the system at Oklahoma City. Channel 9. Now there's I'm saying it's still producing all kinds of weird, gate to gate, back west of Patchett there. There's kind of a weak circulation. You see the gust fronts now north of me here. It's approaching Elgin. We're gonna be in Elgin in about 10 minutes. Gonna stay in front of the gust front. But I'm heading up back to Tulsa, and that's interesting. So you get these little kind of lags and all these weird things going on. Don't see no really anything interesting. It's kind of just elevated convection. South of Frank. I think that looked really bad like that, Chris, when I was looking at that. That's pretty much Okay, there we go. Okay, tornado warning. There we go. That one, remember we talked about that one while ago? You know, the storm back south of Frederick. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, tornado warning came out of National Weather Service Norman, issued another tornado warning. Here we go. And that is going to track back toward Ulster, southwest Oklahoma. It's going just south of the RDA site, south of the Frederick radar site. Tornado in progress. Southwestern Tillman County, 1116. Severe thunderstorm tornado was located 5 miles southwest of Hollister, moving northeast at 40. Hazard tornado radar indicated. Flying debris. Mobile homes damage likely. Right? That looks like we've got a bona fide tornado in progress right now. Let me go to CC on this thing. Yeah, it's gate to gate hard. So let's see if we can get any debris ball on coefficient. It's close. Just look at another deal. It's real close. Wow. Now look at this, guys. Look at that coupling now. Southwest Oklahoma, south of Frederick RDA site, southwest Hollister. I'd say you probably have got a tornado in progress, or if it's not on the ground now, it will be very soon. Now these couplets spin up like this, they mean business. They happen really quick. One radar scan, they're not there. The next one, it's starting to get together. The next one, you got a tornado on the ground, right? And it's starting to quick. Just a minute or two makes a huge difference. And these QCL tornadoes, a lot of times, do damage and be weak in your lifting a lot of times before the warning gets out, because they happen so quick, right? It's boom, it's on the ground, boom, it's back up, and then it cycles, 10 or 15 miles, and then it's back down again. And that's what these things do. So today I overproduced on the tornadoes. So interesting, right? So let's see what happens tomorrow. Yeah, reflex really good. Yeah, it does. Yeah, wrapped up. Yeah, it's a big shrimp cloud. I'm thinking of food right now. Look at that huge eye tornado. Should be a tornado in progress there south of incredible eye feature, donut holes we call it. The reflectivity, that's off the Frederick RD site, so it's very close to radar site, so they have an extremely good look at the tornado. And it's going just south of the Frederick radar site, so that's a tornado warning, southwest Oklahoma, Tillman County, and you can see that's a very good tornado circulation, almost at 11:30 p.m. Right? So that jet ramps up, it can get serious. It doesn't take much, but storms are in balance, man. They like to, things like to come together. Okay, that's it. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm sorry I couldn't answer everybody's questions when things were happening earlier, but it's been the couple was super wicked back south. Yeah, the Frederick is extreme for sure. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. If you guys need anything later, holler at me. Okay, we'll get back with you guys. Thanks for tuning in this afternoon, this evening. I appreciate all of you. I really do. Thank you so much.